So the flower's long gone, but we're going to try to keep going on this. Last time we added more, hopefully, richness to these leaves, and I'm late for work right now, but I thought, why not? Let's just, do a little bit more, try to get more refinement in the leaves, I guess. So, need a variety of greens. I got my Daniel Smith greens are running low. I have not re-upped on the Daniel Smith greens anyway. Just try to, let's see. I'm trying to take a little highlight out of here, putting water and then blot up. That's working. This would not work so good on wood pulp paper, but it's working good on that. Hey, that looks really good. Let's do a little more. This leaf has got to be, popping in front. This leaf is actually at the level of this. So if we can get it to pop into the front, then that is really great. So see how that, and this highlight seems to be helping it pop in front somewhat. So as usual, painting over a period of I don't know, now it's 3 days, the subject is looking far different. The flower, for example, has like completely disappeared. Hard to believe this big beautiful thing has turned into that little shriveled up thing. Anyway, keep moving. We got to consider this leaf is in front of all this stuff behind it, so we have to consider how are we going to make that leaf really pop so it says, hello, I'm out in front of all this other stuff. Maybe one thing we could do is lighten this a little bit. So let's just put some water there. It's getting lighter. This whole shadow isn't even in there today. I don't know where I got that from. But anyway, I think we're going to try to maybe just blend this around. I'm going to leave a little white right there. Okay, I don't know if that looks good or not. And oh, what I wanted to do was this leaf that's right back there. This leaf here. So let's try that. I'll get a slightly smaller brush where that's a 10. I thought I had a smaller brush. Trying to really reorganize and spruce up a little. Oh, here we go. This is number 8. I really like the number 6. I like it so much I lost it. That was my favorite go-to brush. Anyway, where are we at? So there's a highlight. This might not be the best time to do it, but there is a highlight that I really like to use these Posca enamel pen, or I think it's enamel. And I really hate to put something like that on the painting, but there's a highlight on just the rim of that. Let's do a test. Okay, right here there's like a super white highlight. I'm never gonna get that with paint, so let's just try to put it right here. It's not going on. that's cool. Sort of faded out, and I don't even like it because it looks like it's coming in front of this. So now let's go to town with the highlight pen. Put one here. There's one right here. Putting the highlight right up against a dark. Oh, now it's squirting all over the place. So I got some action dots suddenly. Well, I'd call that a fail, unfortunately. Try to get a harder line there. Well, nice, but it's not really in the right place. There's a little highlight here. Once you start with something like this, it's very easy to get carried away. I guess like right here we need something. Okay, I don't know if that helped much. Thanks for visiting. Hello, Michael. And hello, Nolanator. Thanks for the compliment. And hello, Evelyn Fresh Food. Oh wow, Evelyn Fresh Food. I was checking out your page earlier. Okay. Okay, so I'm really kind of sad about these dots that went on there. From shaking the pen, they're not coming off, but unfortunate. Okay, anyway. Back to the priority, which was we are gonna try to make the leaves like these. That's more deep rich than this one. These lines are like a fiction. The actual lines in there are super light, whereas you know, not really shadow. So this is kind of like a reverse anyway. And so here I'm gonna try to get this leaf more in the deep rich look. And like the flower is gone, but it used to be right there. All right, now I need a darker. I don't know if that looks good or not. We'll see later. All right, and then let's just try to get a little bit in there. Wet the brush and kind of smear this around. So, you know, we got a little darker, a little more depth and richness. So how about we attempt to magnify the yellow, because this flower petal should really pop, and right now it's definitely not popping. Try to go here. So that kind of stands out. That's good. We don't want to be painting the same color, you know, all over the okay, so that kind of has depth. You know, if we do the same color everywhere, it's just gonna look like this big flat thing. So that's not what we're looking for. We need this thing to, when we're done, that thing should really be like the focal point, and it should really be riveting, like you know, this flower. Okay, so we're gonna try to, I don't know what, try to fix that leaf up a little. Try to maybe put some, this is a kind of a yellowy there. Alright, then I'm going to squish the water out of the brush and try to just put a little that highlight back that we had going on, and that's not really coming out. Okay, that looks a little better, slightly better. And then this leaf here, try to get like a fade out yellow green in there just to, you know, redefine. There's a new reflection right here I hadn't noticed before. And let's see, I guess I'm gonna jump into a blue, green, and try to hit this. Let's see. So a lot of water there, and I'm going to take the brush, sort of lift off that water, and just leave a subtle echo of something that was there, which I don't know if that's really so great. This is definitely, I mean, it's supposed to be looking like it's behind the green. I guess what I'm really looking for here is a cool gray. And that's not exactly a cool gray. But maybe it's going to look like it's behind. We see, I'm trying to blend the top so it's not like a hard edge. It is not looking good. It was definitely coming forward, and for that reason I'm going to paint right here because this is the forward area. So that looks good. Okay, and then do we want this down here to kind of match? I do not know. Let's see. Yeah, I guess that is looking good. Here we put another layer on top of this just to get thematic consistency. I don't know if that's great, not especially great. We should take a highlight out of there because we can't have the same tone. As this is gently, you know, getting farther away, we don't want the same tone here and here because this area is farther away from that area than that area. Okay, well that looks half decent, I guess. We are working on the leaves. The leaves still look pretty bad. I'm just going to try to here make this a darker. Here again we have the same tone. I mean, there is this little faint highlights in there, but same tone is not good in a big area. Here I'll take out a highlight right there. We got a subtle highlight now. It's not really the same tone anymore, thank goodness. This is a kind of a bad place to try to have definition of the leaf point, since it's unlike a reference, it's like stuck right in the place of the picture. It's like a little picture there. And try to get a super dark green here. And of course we don't want to be using straight from the tube paints, so just mixing a whole bunch of different all right, let's see. Okay, well that's starting to look okay, but you know, I don't know if it's like fantastic. This is like a super full, oh okay. It looks all right. I'm just gonna take one little hint of that highlight out there, and this little rectangle, I don't know if that's so great. Try to blend that slightly. All right, that looks all right. Maybe that's the best leaf on there, I don't know. All right, I'm trying to see if anyone's here. It looks like a 4 of people. Okay, well, thanks a lot for stopping by as we attempt to do real-time watercolor painting. It's kind of a slow, tedious process. I don't know if this is so great now. I mean, the other day it looked pretty good, but right now it looks too intense. So I'm gonna just rub some water on there and sort of, now we're getting a little lighter. Okay, well, leaves, if that was our objective today, they are starting to get a little bit nicer. I'm going to try to sort of make this into more of a whole leaf. We want a razor sharp edge for the flower, you know, with contrast. So this is this kind of looks, you know, okay, that's getting there. Just soften that whole edge. Okay, so I mean, I don't know if that's too intense. This edge there might be, but now I'm gonna put serious, get all the paint off the brush and then make it kind of damp, and I just want this line to be a little bit softer, so I'm just painting with a damp brush with no paint in there up against the edge, and see now it's a little bit more like blurred at the edge. You know, the hard line is good down here, but back here we don't really want the hard line. And try to sort of blur this one a little bit too. Okay. Oh yeah, and we were going to work on this leaf here. Let me see. Let's just do that because I gotta go to work here. So let's just see about that. Now, the actual image, this area is pretty dark, but I don't really want to do it dark because it's just going to look weird if we have like something super dark right there. So I got kind of a light here, and this goes there, and this. So that's the basic shape. And I'm leaving a little definition now between this and this leaf here, because we got to be sure that okay, so here this is in the wrong place, what I already had painted the other day, and so we are going to have to go monster poetic license here. I'm going to go with a darker I guess we're gonna go darker here. Let's see how that works. I don't know if this is gonna be good. Let's see. Might be okay. Unfortunately, we have what looks like a completely different style, technique. And here's where I didn't want to do it too dark, but we're going too dark anyway. All right, that's not bad. This ellipse shape, which is actually still the paper with no paint on it, it does pop, and I don't know, I think it's not a detriment to have that. It's lending to definition and depth in a weird way, and we're definitely going to have to you know, paint something on there. We're going to continue this leaf right here. So hopefully this looks more in front. And this right here is an unexplained area. I mean, we sort of got the rim of the glass there, but what's actually there is a bunch of stems which have not been represented. And the flower long gone, that's not a very big help right now. All right, I'm going to see about a couple of those. I don't know if this is good or bad. Probably bad. It looks pretty good, like right there, but anyway. And then this one, gosh. I'll go a little darker right there. And right here, we should maybe go a little darker. That seems to help. And I don't know what's happening over here. Good golly. I guess we want to continue this dark, which is here, so let's just see about putting a Alright, now we want to go very bold. I don't know if that's really making sense. I'm gonna like soften right here. Alright. I guess that's an improvement right there. Okay, looks all right. I don't know if we got much accomplished, but I guess this area is looking pretty darn good. Anyway, let's have a look at what's going on. Okay, the flower's long gone. Here, this area, I guess that looks very glassy, right? The leaves look okay, not great. The flower is coming along. It's got a ways to go. Some of the leaves look kind of like a comic book leaf. I guess this central area, and that's people look at the center area mostly, so I guess we're doing good in the central area. The cloth is, hinted at, but nowhere near like any kind of sophisticated thing. And then I got all these white dots from the shaking the enamel pen, which what is that? Oh, I guess that was an alleged highlight there. I'm gonna just definitely get rid of that before anything. I'm just gonna, it does not look good, this little thing here. I don't know if that looks better. I mean, it does look like it's coming forward, and that part of the, picture is coming forward. So I'm gonna sort of take a little of that paint off, but try to leave a subtle thing on there. Something about rotate the device. Well, anyway, I'm going to take off. Thanks everybody for stopping by. Much appreciated as we attempt to paint clear glass, flower, and cloth. And the flower has disappeared. Art fun.